Brewster Hut, and Fantail Falls is right here. We're north of Wanaka. It says it'll take us 3 hours. My guess is it'll take us 6. If we get there by 6, by 5 in the afternoon, we'll see what happens.
Well, we're just outside of the parking lot on our way to Brewster Hut. It's noon, and we are wearing tennis shoes to get across this little minor obstacle, and we're going to hide them in the trees on the way over so we don't have to carry them all the way to the hut. There we go.
Well, here we go. We're going up. Another 3 hours, 4 hours, we'll be up there.
There goes Bo, up and up and up. It goes up and around. And it's pretty good stepping stones. So just takes persistence and time.
Well, it's about 2 hours going through the woods, so this is what it's like about the whole way out.
I'm not going to take any video of me going up right at the moment because I need all my limbs to hang on and get up there.
Here goes Linda. We're about 2/3 of the way up. Gonna break out of the bush up here in a little bit. Been climbing for about 2 hours, and this is the way it kind of is. All the way up. You can see we're gonna break out here in about 20 minutes or so.
So we came up over the top of the almost straight up climbing, and Bo thinks this is
It's flattening out a little bit.
Deception Flats, he says, because it's pretty flat, but we don't think it's the end of the up.
No, there's about halfway or something.
Okay, keep walking. It's flat, but there's lots of roots to walk over. But it's a lot nicer than the straight up.
Here comes Linda. She's coming up on our ascent up to Brewster. About 3/4 of the way through the trees. And this is kind of how it is, most of the way up. A little bit steeper right here. And she's doing really well. And that's how you do that. There we go.
Can you see Bo over there? And can you see the yellow or orange marker at the top of that hill? I'm behind him, so this is our view. And we've come up from down there. The road is going along the river. So, yes, we've climbed a lot. Bo has just yelled to me from the top of that pinnacle that I can see the hut. And this is our view from here. A beautiful river cascading down the mountain. Lots of little waterfalls right there, little steps. And that grueling climb up here is worth it. You'd never see any of this unless you do all that effort.
Across a ridge, going up to the hut. This is what it looks like here.
We've come up all the way from the valley, and I understand we're pretty close to the to the hut, and this is the view. It's a big, well, we came up all the way from where you see the river down there, so we worked hard getting up here, and the waterfalls are just beautiful coming up this valley. And at the moment the glacier is covered with clouds, but here's the trail, and so we'll just record the last few steps of the trail here. And the first thing we saw was the little outhouse here. Have to be grateful for an outhouse, but you have to bring your own teepee. So if you don't, you're in trouble. Up the last few rocks, you can see the top of the hut there, and they paint their huts my favorite color, and there it is. This orange marker, or orange on top of a metal pole, is what you follow. When you find one, then you look ahead and find the next one. That's how you know your way up the trail. So we made it, and we have 2 overnights and a whole day to enjoy ourselves up here. Bo is going to summit that, but you can't see the top because of the clouds, but there's the little hut. And as I finish the last few steps up to the hut here, the glacier is becoming uncovered, but we'll walk in. People enjoying conversation on the deck. I'm taking a video of the hut. Places to hang your poles and your boots and your bags. And here's the sleeping accommodations. And those 2 are our sleeping bags, so we've marked those. And there's 4 more here and 4 more up there. The one's claimed, those 2. 2 more there, and 2 up above us here. So, and of course they have a window with a outstanding view. Yeah, it's very nice. Little cubbies for everyone's stuff. And the kitchen. More beautiful window views. Everybody finds their own spot on the counter. And our new friends from Alaska. Hi. So we're leaving in the morning between 8 and 9. And rainwater comes off into those tanks, and that's where we get our water.
So we made it up to Brewster Hut. We started at about noon, got here just before 5. Most people do it in 3 hours. We're slow. We did it in about 4.5. So this is the Brewster Hut. It's real beautiful up here. Tomorrow we're gonna hike. I'm gonna hike up to the top of that mountain right there, and so Anyway, there's just unbelievable beauty. We're just going to hang out all day tomorrow. Can't imagine a more beautiful place to hang out. And there you can see the glacier. Apparently the smoke from the Australian fires over the summer have darkened the snow, and what they say, that's kind of the redness on it is supposedly from the ash from the smoke from the Australia fires.
Well, I slept in this morning. I'm sure Bo was up earlier, but there's the Brewster Hut that we slept in, and there's people here already. They got here in just a minute under 3 hours, they said. And it's another gorgeous day, but as you come around the valley where we came up yesterday, the people down there don't really know how beautiful it is up here. It's called an inversion. The valley is all socked in with clouds, and I'm sure those will dissipate as time goes by, but it's still beautiful here.
Take your photo?
Yeah. Take a little video here. Top of Mount Armstrong. About an hour and a half to come up from Brewster Hut. There's a fellow hiker. Right up on the top here. That's Brewster Glacier. So where'd you guys wake up this morning? Is that by Macarora? Oh, okay. So you didn't have too far of a drive.
Maybe about 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
I'm really glad that I made it.
So right behind those clouds is a glacier, and the clouds may move here soon, but take a look at the river that's melting off of that glacier. In the morning it's not that full, but by this time of the afternoon it's really melting off, and it's going down the mountain here. And if you're looking at this from a face-on view, you can see that the waterfalls are stepped, and they just go down and down, and it's just very beautiful. And I really like this over here where the clouds are coming over the top of the mountains and then falling into a valley.
Well, we're heading down. We started at 9:30, going down the valley. Beautiful walk. We're right on this ridge. Spent 2 days up there. Hiked up to Mount Armstrong. And now we're heading down. We had a lot of wonderful people.
We're down off the exposed area and into the tree portion, and this is one of my favorite parts of the trail. And it is steep, and you got to pick your way, but it is beautiful. Look at all the trees and moss, and especially the ferns. They're all very beautiful. So I better keep up.
Here comes Linda. Down a little chute here. Getting close to the bottom of Brewster Hut track. Kind of an interesting little chute here. It's not as bad as it looks, but you need to work to the right there.
This way?
Yeah, and then you can start coming down. You just keep working your way down. There's steps the whole way. You don't need to worry any.
Okay, now where?
Just keep coming. Just keep coming. Work to your right a little bit. Go to your right. I would go to your right. There you go. And that's how you do that.
That wasn't too bad.
Here comes Linda, crossing the creek there at the bottom of Brewster, and feels real good on the feet. We're pretty slow. Took us 3.5 hours to get down, and 4.5 hours to get up. The hike up to that cold water feels good on the feet.
Feels good up the feet though.
Yeah. There we go. Well, we just completed the hike down from Brewster Hut, and it was just for us the right amount of challenge to make it fun. It's a little bit steep, about 1,400 meters up to Brewster Hut, I believe, and I believe it's a little bit under that, about 1,700 meters, about 5,500 vertical feet up to Mount Armstrong.